It's a little windy. Hi, it's me, your old pal. It's your old pal Amy, taking a little walk with a belly full of pizza. We're gonna take it easy this evening, but it's a little breezy. Texas is pretty much hotter than Hades right now, but tonight it's actually a little overcast and breezy. I think the last time I walked, it rained on me with you guys. Hi, happy elf. Elf. My mouth forgot how to say F. So yeah, taking a little walk. Beautiful evening. Just had dinner with my honey. He made a pizza that was not good. Mine was good. I took a bite of his. He made a mistake, but it's okay. He acknowledged his mistake. He put too much spice in the sauce, I think. So Rosemary says it's so hot here in Maine. I did nothing as far as walking is concerned. I was going to do Leslie, but it is really breezy and nice out tonight. So I decided to take advantage of it. We're going to take a gentle introductory walk with Amy. Hey, listen, this is crazy. So, hi, Betty. Betty, I need to call you. I'm going to call you tomorrow about our plans. So, I've been weighing myself every day. I'll tell you why. I told you my best friend, Carrie, who lives in South Carolina, she just lost 30 pounds on Noom. It's going to rain on me. It's going to rain. That's why it's nice out. Oh, well. And she swears by weighing every day. She swears by it. And she's the person that we went on the cruise with last year. She and her husband, best friend of 28 years. So I listened to her. She's had open heart surgery. She's got 4 kids. Her husband is also, he has the same job as my husband. So anyway, she's my cerebral other half. I'm the emoter and she's up here. So she swears by weighing every day. She says that it's like data for her. She uses it as data, which I had someone else say that to me recently. So I kind of feel like if a couple people say that to me, I'm listening. Sometimes one person will say it and you're like, it goes in and out. My weight's going down. My weight is going down in just a couple of days. So I'm sure a lot of it was water weight. The 7.5 pounds that I gained last week. Holy mogoly. Do you hear that thunder? Yeah. Nancy says yes. Nancy, I wore your mask yesterday and today. And a couple days, I've worn your mask like every day. The one with the cats on it. Thank you, Nancy, again for those. Those have blessed the socks off of my patients. So my friend Nancy Trifolic, sorry, sent me a whole box of gorgeous masks. So the mask you saw in my vlog that I put up yesterday was one that Nancy made. And she sent me a box of them to give out to my patients. And they have been so thankful. And I think one of the big things is they all have little kids, and so to be able to have a pretty fun, non-scary mask has been a blessing. Excuse me. The pizza's coming back up. I want to dedicate this walk to my friend Anita, and I want to challenge her to do it. Just do it. Anyway, I miss everybody. I miss my community. So you guys know I'm doing blue for a little bit. That's probably not a very popular thing to do, to switch. But let me just say, whatever you guys need to do out there to get control, do it. Can you hear me okay? I feel like this is blowing in the wind. But sometimes we need to switch around. I was watching See Mindy Mom. Is that her name? And I guess every once in a while she does calorie counting just to give her a change. And I think for some people, it helps to do something a little different. So I would encourage you guys, if you've been on one plan for a long time and you've been having a hard time because of what's going on, try out one of the other plans. It kind of invigorates you, and it's so fun to cook and be like, oh, I don't have to count chicken. And you guys know that I've had my rants and raves about Blue in the past, but I really needed to do something different. So we're just going to go with it for right now and not overthink it, because you guys know I overprocess. I'm a processor. So let's talk about mindset and how are you guys doing on your habit, your healthy habit for the week? How's that going? And how do you stay accountable to that for yourself? I think I've talked about this before, but I really like to lie to myself. I like to make myself a lot of promises and a lot of commitments. Sorry, it's windy. It's windy. And then I like to gently back out of those commitments with like peanut butter. So how do we stay accountable to ourselves when no one else is watching? When we're not in our WW meeting, when we're not talking to our community, when we're not weighing in? What does that look like? And listen, you guys know the answer, don't you? You know the answer. It's called tracking. That's how we stay accountable, because there's only one person in control of what you put in your mouth and what you put in your tracker. And that's you. And that is one thing that we can control. I lie to my tracker. Listen, my tracker doesn't know the difference. But really, our tracker should be our confessional, because that should be the place that we do track that we ate 10 Reese's cups. You know, because nobody's looking at that except for you. So why not be honest? So in 2 months, when you're like, why do I keep losing and gaining the same 2 pounds? You can look back through your little best friend, the tracker, who's been with you every day, and you can say, oh, yeah, I ate all my weeklies every week, plus a little more. And that's when I stalled out. So, Rosemary, girl, I challenge you to go do that, Leslie. You come back and tell me how you did. So yeah, that's your little accountability partner in all this, is your tracker. Because basically your tracker is you and your honesty and you not lying to yourself. So when we're looking at healthy habits, this is why WW and so many other plans are about tracking what you eat. I mean, look at all of our friends that do keto. They're tracking their macros, their micros, their mini O's, they're tracking a lot. And they try to figure out when they're off, okay, where did I go wrong here? We've got to be doing the same thing. And we can't do that unless we have an honest record. In nursing, what we say is, if you didn't chart it, it wasn't done. Charting is basically, we nurses write down, we record everything that we do with our patients, everything. Because in a court of law, when you pull the chart, you need to be able to defend what you did. and they will comb through that sucker with a fine-tooth comb, and they'll say, Amy, you verbalize that you gave the patient this medication, but it is nowhere in the chart, so you have no proof. Yeah. So, if it wasn't charted, if it wasn't charted, it wasn't done. I think we need to think about that as well, in terms of being honest, having reliable data, because it isn't just about the scale. Our data is in our tracker. That's where our evidence is. If you're going to be litigious about it, that's where we can convict ourselves and say, okay, the reason I haven't lost anything since quarantine started is, number one, I didn't track accurately enough to know. And number two, when I did track, I was way off base. So that's my case for honest tracking and accountability. I think if you're looking for an accountability partner, you need to start with yourself and your tracker. Name your tracker. Call it your buddy. It's your friend through all of this. It's there to help you. It's not there to judge you. So that was my sort of epiphany today. Because I'm a backtracker sometimes. I'll look things up. I had pepper for dinner and it is stuck. I put pepper on top of my pizza. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'll look something up in my tracker and then I don't hit submit or I don't save it. And then I forget what I ate, and then before you know it, it's a roller coaster. We really should be doing old school, write it before you bite it. I know that's a oldie but a goodie. That's a WW oldie but a goodie. Write it before you bite it. Track it before you hack it. Track it before you smack. Track it before you smack it. There you go. Track it before you smack it, people. That's what we need to do. I'm going to make a new t-shirt. Forget stay in orbit. Let's try track it before you smack it. That's weird, Amy. Okay. Anyway, love you all. I'm going to go heavy breathe into my headphones as I listen to some of my friends out there pontificate and be more clear than I am. But let me know how you're doing on your healthy habit. How are you doing on tracking? What helps you? What hurts you? Are you looking backwards? Are you tracking forwards? And how do you feel about accountability? I want to hear about that too. If you like walking vlogs where I blather on, please give me a thumbs up. That always helps me get some feedback. You want to talk about data? Sometimes I wonder. So give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of video. And I will be posting a vlog tomorrow with everything I ate today as we move onward and hopefully downward through this journey. Oh, I hate that word, of Weight Watchers. Bye. Stay in orbit. Track it before you smack it.